The only way you can do it is by getting some dry wood, some dry logs, making a fire with the dry logs, and then slowly putting on the damp material. And the fire, if it goes, the fire will slowly pick up more and more power until it just can. Usually takes more than an hour of careful work. But if it works, the fire eventually will just consume everything like a huge blowtorch, and you won't have any problems. It generates its own wind and its own heat to dry everything out, and we'll see how we go. Carbon, of course, is a zero situation because the carbon all came out of the air in the first place, so you're not adding anything to the carbon. The purists would say that the dust, the fine ash, could potentially cause difficulties for people breathing, I suppose. But if we get the fire burning hot, there'll be very little smoke. It'll be like a blowtorch. It won't make a lot of smoke once it gets going. It causes a limited amount of pollution, but probably nothing compared to even driving to Alnwick in your car. What we're doing is making the heart of a fire, which we're going to use to burn all of the hedge cuttings which are scattered around in the field. But to burn them, because they're green, we need to start a fire with dry wood first, and when this gets going we can add hedge cuttings slowly until they too dry out and make a big fire, and then everything will be burned in seconds. When we burn prunings and cuttings, we get ash, which is full of potash, which is very valuable for the garden, particularly for fruit trees, and we'll use the ash to spread around the fruit trees to make their growth hard and disease resistant. Generally speaking, fruit trees, top fruit, that's apples and pears and plums, they don't like a lot of nitrogen. So if you put farmyard manure or such things underneath the fruit trees, they'll produce a lot of soft green growth, and that's very prone to disease. So your fruit trees, you're much better with potassium, which will tend to make them grow very hard, durable vegetation, which is less likely to break or to get disease. You'd only put your nitrogen-rich compost on soft fruits, that's raspberries and black currants, or plants like potatoes or tomatoes, which really like a lot of nitrogen.